again to another episode of Utah Cannabis Club. It's your boy Sep.
It's your boy Gabe.
Antōn.
And JJ.
We out here, man.
We're together. Today we're here together to talk about what, gentlemen?
Weed, the industry, what's changing, life,
interesting stuff that we've been seeing.
It's been crazy, yeah. It's been I think one of the craziest things is seeing different strains come out from these harvests that are coming down from different people, seeing the excitement that a lot of growers are having with bringing down their, and then also the flip side, the problems that they're running into, their harvest too. Like I've seen a lot of people having to throw away their harvest this season because at the end it's just doo-doo. I've seen some people with success, and they're trimming their bouquets right now, you know what I mean? The hard work is paid off, so it's super cool to see that.
It's honestly dope being in the position I'm in. I'm getting to see a couple of different cultivars right now.
Yes.
Seeing who's producing heat, who's kind of slacking back a little bit in the mid packs,
Without giving too much information.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's been really cool kind of seeing everybody step up their play during this time, and the flower's even gotten better in the small amount of time that I've been with the company that I am now, and having the opportunity just to see people wanting to get new strains. There's a company here in Utah that's actually starting to do breeding projects, and that's really impressive to me.
That's cool.
Utah's first company that I've seen start doing breeding projects. So Utah's starting to take a really cool turn into the love. Like solventless is coming up a lot more. The solventless game is getting a little bit more of the limelight right now.
That's beautiful.
Farms are coming online. There's another farm popping up out in Grantsville. That's really cool.
Yeah. Farms.
Awesome to see these new things starting to come to fruition for Utah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? The market's changing, boys. Speaking of the market changing.
In good ways.
Yeah. Good changes.
Hash, dude, what are some of the strains that you guys have been seeing? Right now, I saw that Heritage recently just won a cup with the Turbo Diesel from MTG Seeds.
Wow.
Really, really unique cut. It's a sour diesel times sour kush. Yeah. Sour diesel times sour kush. Thank you.
Oof. Fire.
And short in flower time, super big yield. Home growers, if you guys are listening in,
come on,
check out that genetic. It'd be something that I really took a liking to.
Yeah, I'll check it out more. It sounds cool. All I can think about is back to Emerald Cup. Smoking all that hash at Emerald Cup was amazing, and really excited to, someday have that here at home, and have the game be just as good as it is out there.
It's an intense market out there, man.
Yeah, and it's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. We're, I don't want to say far from it, but we're far from it. In some ways, more than others.
It was crazy. I think I saw a collaboration this past weekend with the Trichome Taurus, a blue mosa, which is blue cookies times mimosa.
Yum.
Damn. When I seen that and people sharing it and posting, have you guys heard of the Dabrite? It's like this. It's literally this like dabbing device.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it before. Have you seen it?
Yeah, the Dabrite.
This is not an endorsement or anything for the Dabrite, but that's what it kind of looks like right there.
Oh yeah.
And it reads. Yeah, it reads your temp.
Reads the temp gauge. Yeah. So,
oh, that's cool.
But it's really cool to see like his flavors that he chose for this specific rosin. You know what I mean? And that's flavors like that are like what I'm definitely wanting to look for and chase. In terms of flavor, but what you guys been smoking on lately?
Ooh, been having some fun, dude. Black Amber has been treating me really nice. I've had some really good hash from Black Amber.
That sounds good.
Leans into the GMO family a bit more, so a bit more into the funk side. Banana Dulce I've enjoyed. A really nice Banana Dulce. What else has been treating me good? The ice cream cakes.
Is this all hash?
Yeah, these are all hash. That's what I've been mainly loving on
Of course,
lately.
yeah. You got the
Spritzer
pleasure
for
too.
flower. Spritzer from Pure Plan. Great
I love
strain.
that.
Yeah, I just, I was just looking at that through Reddit and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, it looks really good.
I like the Spritzer a lot. And lemon pastries for a nice sativa. Lemon pastries has been really nice for me. If you end up wanting something to pick you up, it definitely elevated me. Felt nice with it. Kind of reminded me of the Massive Lemons. Remember the Massive Lemons?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it reminded me of that, to be honest with you. A little bit more funk, but same family, I feel.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Those all sound freaking awesome. I'm a little jealous, you know, it's that flavor profiles, you know, just flavor on flavor.
The Hindu Z's been really good. I really like the Hindu Z.
The wide
You know what would
variety.
be crazy to go along with that one?
Yeah, exactly, the
I
variety.
think,
Yeah.
when you look at, I was looking at a video today, and they were talking about these winemakers transferring their wine making skills into cannabis. But they themselves consume wine, but not as much cannabis, but they are so heavily interested in how the operations of it grows, like the vineyard, you know, like the winery. So they ended up making like a pairing of like a winery cannabis in like a small part of like California where you can pair it together.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
So you pair like
we
the
talked
wine.
about it on our last
But could you
episode.
imagine like pairing like a hash like with food here? You know what type of
Hubby and I
You know,
covered this on our last
hash and
episode,
dime would
dude.
be-
This is something that we're really excited to
that'd be so
actually do.
exciting.
So, like,
You know?
being able to do like a little live, you know, we're out here on this balcony, whip out the Puffco really quick.
Garlic burger with garlic burger, dude.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Just do a little bit rowdy shit. Be like, it's
Gosh.
legal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're vaporizing.
Right.
True.
You know, that's all we're gonna leave it there, boys.
Emergency use.
Yeah.
It's used.
We're just gonna leave it there, and we'll start tasting. Even if we get a Puffco Plus, Puffco's been taking care of us. You know what I mean? Get a little Puffco Plus, little $90.
So we can
piece.
pass it around
Super
more?
Awesome, yeah. Well, I would say just grab your own, you know, and then we'll just share the puck.
I love it.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
But yeah, dude, I've been enjoying like Super Brew from Dragonfly,
Super Brew's bomb.
their
dude.
Magic
You guys-
from Betty.
Yeah, that Super Brew is bomb, dude.
It's
I'm
crazy.
trying my best to hold on to it every single time. Every time I get it, I try to. Like,
I've been
piece it
mixing
off
the
little, like,
Super Brew with the Magic.
Yeah, I've been salading it with
Really?
the jump.
Oh,
Yeah, and the
Jamba's
Jamba.
bomb too,
Yeah.
dude.
I haven't tried the Jamba.
Everything from Genetics, dude.
Is-
I've been enjoying.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, super
That Magic
fruity,
is some of the
super
most
tropical.
beautiful bud
The
I've ever seen.
Blackberry moonshine from you guys.
Oh,
too.
Blackberry
Great-
moonshine.
Great
That-
strain.
That moonshine, man.
That's what I think. That's what we had.
I wish it wasn't so
Yeah.
fucking expensive.
Yeah, and that's
Flower,
you
man.
know.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, they just had a meeting talking about how they think that patients are okay with the prices right now.
Nah.
This
Yeah.
last meeting,
They had like a
That's it.
3 slides, and it was very,
It's kinda crazy.
very disappointing from the state. Just saying, "Oh, this is why the prices are the way they are, and it's okay." But a lot of it was miscued. A lot of it was like just come off undertoned, and like they just didn't care.
And it's crazy how they don't notify like the community. Like you don't see like flyers, like not a flyer, but like a post, right? Saying like tune in today. Like maybe there needs to be some type of like more of like a group effort for patients to be like, hey guys, tune in today to have your voice heard. Don't like the prices, speak up now. Like what do we have to do to get it? Because eventually some people will be like, hey man, we love your effort, but it's just gonna be where it's at for now. It's like, yeah, but that's what they said with alcohol. And then, you know, they were gonna jump ship, and then Utah raised it up to 5. Then
Exactly.
we weren't gonna become medical, and now we're medical. You know what I mean? So it's not like we can't go backwards. It's gonna take a while to go forward, but how can we just kind of just get it in front of people's faces to be like, okay, yeah, you're right. This is expensive, you know, when you can get an ounce in California, you know, for nothing.
$50.
Oh, even in Vegas,
keep
it's
talking
like,
about it, I guess.
79,
It's one of the only things.
79, 89 to 100. Like that, I'll pay that for an ounce.
Can you imagine busting some live soil for hash, dude? Ooh. No
Some what?
PRs, no freaking
Living soil.
no fertilizer. Clean, good.
It's a dream, man.
That would be
Like
really
growing
nice.
from living soil and using that for hash. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those like soil beds would just accumulate so much, and then the way they would just keep either testing it right to make sure it's good, clean for the next runs and the next runs. That's like what's super
There's tons
I
of
would like a
cases,
hybrid
bro.
grow to
There's
do
tons of
living
cases that
soil
living soil is top
awesome.
tier.
Yeah, man.
The hybrid grow living soil situation would be sick.
One other thing I've been
What do you-
looking at too is I wish Utah would go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do you mean by hybrid grow? Like hydroponic and then living soil in one, or like
Hybrid grow is referring to
outdoor, indoor?
It's like living soil in hydroponic.
Whoa, floaty dirt.
it's a light
That's
depth
worm can
greenhouse.
swim.
It's a light depth greenhouse.
So y'all would just
Okay.
talk
Yeah.
that shit on. Okay.
Yeah, so like you would still have lights and but you'd also have like a greenhouse. So you'd have the sun rays.
200 strong on a podcast, bro.
Back it up.
People are like, what's that noise?
One thing I've been looking at too is there's a company that I watched in Maryland. Their collaboration with this environmentally friendly Fortune 5. I'm just gonna say their company, Stephen Gould. But apparently this company helps other companies in certain industries create environmentally friendly packaging. So like, you're just like talking trees. And I was thinking about that here in Utah, and I was like, dang, there's actually a lot of like plastic waste. You know what I mean? Like
Tons.
I looked on shout out to Cannabis. I think they're one of the only ones, but they sell a trellis that's like made out of hemp. That's like
that's dope.
decomposed, like
Decomposable.
Yeah, it doesn't like harm the flower. You know what I mean? That's like one of like that I've heard,
Compostable.
I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool having a trellis. That's clean and stuff. So,
That's really cool.
but recyclable though, man. What do we got to do with that? Do you think that's a problem in Utah or no? E-waste?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It will be, and if it's a problem later, it's a problem now, right? Like we can do preventable things to stop it to
Right.
becoming a problem. Our streets are really clean out here, but that doesn't mean there's a lot of plastic in the dump and stuff. You know what I mean? Which could be hemp compostable bags,
Which
or whatever.
means you should have more cannabis lounges. You know what I mean? More
Shout
people
out.
to consume. Shout out.
Come to
Active making their hemp blend that's more decomposable for the leaf. The leaf that rosin texted, that battery that has the spiral.
Got you. Okay. Yes,
the
yes.
node?
And, yes,
The
yes,
node
yes,
is the
yes.
one that
Oh, the
has
leaf.
the
I know what you're talking
NFT.
about. The little flat one. Yes.
Yeah, so the leaf and the stick, the leaf and the node, that's the two names that Active has, but those are also infused with 15% hemp to help with biodegradation.
Wow. That's awesome to know, man, that other manufacturers and companies are
Trying.
trying. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. Try to leave a
little
less
bit of
carbon
effort.
Hey,
footprint,
shout out Talking Trees while we're on the topic, though.
Man, I just watched them
Definitely.
again last night just to look at their thing, and I was just like, man, they were growing, bro. Like he was talking about like growing like pre-legalization, and then
Back in the day.
the landlord was like, or the neighbors like were trying to snitch on them, and the landlord was like, just mind your own business. And then he was like, it worked out. I got grandfathered in, my land, and I was like, dang, man, what a lucky time,
Hey, nah, there was some other shit that probably popped off and they took control
Right,
and they took care of some business. They're like, you little bitch.
Dude, see, they're solving
me, dog.
It's crazy because they were talking about how they sent some of their hash to another collaboration, Space Jam, their hash for their edibles. And Space Jam is what won first place edibles at Emerald Cup. So it's crazy to see companies that collaborate with each other win first place.
Yeah.
Because they help each other grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sick.
But
that's
I
dope.
didn't quite get
That's
my
super
shout out
cool.
all the way.
Shout 'em out.
For them. Their packaging you can throw into your compost and it composts.
Compost pile, yeah.
so
It's
cool.
compostable.
Get that shit off of the mind.
You didn't finish. Keep talking. Keep
I
going.
can't
Keep going.
But no, their packaging.
Focus.
Their packaging being biodegradable and something that you can use in your garden. It's really cool. Rare.
I think they're all freaking rare as heck, dude. I think they're one of the only companies that I've heard so far doing stuff like that. What about you?
I've never heard of it. Besides Active now.
No.
Active trying.
No.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up? Welcome to UCC. Antōn's arrived. I've been smoking on Gushmint's, Pez Sours. Mostly Dragonfly stuff.
Hell yeah.
But they're treating me right. Like,
There you go. There you go.
well,
That Grishman's is fire.
it is. It's so potent too. Like I could smell it through the jar.
I tried the glazed
sealed
apricot gelato.
through the jar.
It wasn't my favorite.
Glazed
The
apricot.
glazed apricot.
Gelato.
Yeah, wasn't my favorite.
Check your profile,
it's-
man. People, like,
And I also heard from
check
Cannabis
your
School
profile.
podcast, they also reviewed it and they said it wasn't for them as well, which, you know, it's not for everybody. Everybody has their own preferences. But, you know, if we're saying it, they're saying it. Probably recommend something else.
Yeah, do you know what's kind of unique? Being in the space now for a little bit longer, realizing that a lot of the patients here in Utah don't like loud.
It's kind
What
of
do you
You
true.
mean? Just like,
they'd rather be gentle.
yeah. And that's the same thing with spice, right? Like spicy food, dude. Like, take it easy. I can't handle it.
Yeah. So it's something that we have to like. It's awful, right? That we have to be considerate of like how offensive something smells, which we can't really help it. We're gonna let the plant
Well,
be
I
as
was
freaky
just-
as it can.
That reminds me, not to cut you off, but
No.
shout out, you know, Utah Hockey Club. Utah just got
It
a
was
team.
crazy. Sold out.
did.
Sold out. I was there outside. I couldn't afford a
wild.
ticket, but I was outside partying with the whole,
Might as
you
well
know,
been.
whole state of Utah, Salt Lake City, you know, bumping up for the NHL coming to the state. But they did over $120,000 in just beer sales.
Yeah.
It was $15 a beer just that night. Highest grossing like beer sales of a night there. And I was just thinking like, man, that'd be really cool if they were, you know, you could use and smoke up in the Delta Center. But that's the thing, it's so loud, you know, it's hard, you know, you don't want to, if somebody doesn't want to smoke around them, you want to respect them, you know, you don't want to smoke out the place. But it's also like,
a section.
but yeah,
smokers come.
imagine like a smokers section, you know, and it's called the hot box, you know, and that you know at the Delta Center, Utah,
Be sick.
Utah Cannabis Club hot box,
Oh, that'd be
Utah Hockey Club.
When they get in trouble or when you're feeling hot.
You know, that's the penalty box, but we got the hot box up there where we're chiefing watching the game, bro. Yeah, and then we got some vendors too selling, you know, gummies and.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude, that'd be dope.
Imagine that, seeing, you know, 5 years down the line or who knows how long down the line, seeing, oh, Delta Center cannabis products sold at this event.
Well, yeah, you would just have it regulated. You
Just
know,
like beer.
Maybe
Yeah.
they have it. They can only have a limit to how much they can sell you. You
That's
know,
why I said
well,
edibles, because you don't want to
So when
smoke
they give
them.
you like,
also-
hey, we can only sell you 2.5 grams of bud. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
You're
and you have to
"Hey,
do
yeah,
it
sell
in the
full
hot
eight."
box.
No, man. Either take the 2.5 or not.
And you have to do it in the hot
That's how
box.
You can't
Yeah.
take the 8 with you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta smoke it there.
Gotta do it there.
Like, don't put it in places, you know, when you're trying to sneak out with you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Ain't
it'd be
worth it.
something like
It's
that,
abundant.
and it would be like you would pay to get in that hot box,
Yeah.
and then you know,
And I think people would like, because they would rather smoke in comfort, you know, in luxury, to watch a game and be like, pass it along and just stand up and like,
but still
clap
be
and
with
just-
the stadium.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Still be involved.
And like, if you really wanted to mitigate it, just be like, it's a hash bar. It's like you come up, you buy a dab, you take your dab. you
Exactly.
bounce.
Come on, Ryan Smith.
Yeah, right.
Hit us
Smith
up.
Entertainment
Hit up
Group.
UCC, we got you, man.
That goes along with
Please.
the normalization.
I'm trying to get him to follow me on Twitter because he's pretty active on Twitter, and not a lot of people like are active on his Twitter. So I'm
And
like
it's a big
reaching
market.
out. And
Cannabis, Utah County consumes a lot of cannabis, and he wants to build.
can you imagine
a
if
stadium. He
Smith
wants to take the
Entertainment
Delta Center
Group
down there to the
sponsors
county.
Utah
It's up to
Cannabis
Utah
Club?
County, bro.
Really?
He wants to bring the sports up there. It's crazy. Yeah, he wants to take the Jazz up there, the Delta. He wants
Just
to
the
take it-
Jazz, or
well, he
both
wants to
of them?
build it. Yeah, I think he wants to build another one
Jace.
out there with in Lehigh, Utah County, where it'll take the basketball team.
But yeah, he's
people are like, that's
rebuilding
the heart
all of Salt
downtown.
Lake.
People are like, if you take that away, that's the heart of downtown, man. So, but he's like, bummer. That's also the youngest thriving city. We're also the youngest thriving city in the nation too. So he wants
That's
to
true.
He wants to rebuild
Which means cannabis is
Salt
gonna
Lake.
build the boom.
No,
Like he wants to rebuild
Less
right by the
transplants.
Delta Center, all of that, and just make that
right.
bigger for years to come.
Can you include a little cannabis city cultivation. You know what I mean?
Utah
'Cause he
Cannabis
has like
Club
these
sponsored
mayors by the
Smith
hands,
Entertainment
dude.
Group, bro.
He has that money.
sounds
He has
nice.
that money to talk these mayors into making certain plans. That's the crazy part. You know what I mean? But it's awesome though. When you got the money, you can move things. You know what I mean?
No, it's true.
So, shout out to Ryan for making that
Yeah,
happen.
shout out to Ryan Smith.
And then Utah
shout
Hockey
out.
sold out that night, dude. They sold out that game. 120,000 freaking attendees.
Damn, so he just hit a home run.
Well, it was
now
120,000 in
smacking
beer
another home run.
sales. I don't know how many attendees there.
I mixed that up.
probably.
They sold out, dude.
Yeah.
And they got an inaugural win, right?
Yeah,
The
so
first
that was their
inaugural
first
win.
game. They played at night. They're playing right now. Started at 5:30. It's
People say there's
5:48.
no other fan base like Utah. You know what I mean?
We're the loudest
locked in.
stadium,
We're
bro.
locked into
It's so loud in there.
We're locked in.
Like
They're
even
not
every
even
UFC
drunk,
fights,
dog.
they're
They're
saying
not
like
even
we can't even
drunk.
hear
Half
each
the
other.
stadium's only like
Damn.
15 families.
Yeah.
Most of the stadium's like we're only like 15 families.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and
it's
all their
all
kids.
cousins
and-
in
all
You know?
It's one dude and his 300,000 wives.
Grandkids.
Welcome to Utah.
It's wild though.
Oh, that's
Wild
funny.
Utah, man. But I think more pressure, more fire, more good stuff needs to be brought to the table in Utah. More events, more lounges.
And we're definitely putting
We
on
can
those
put
events.
Utah on the map eventually. And I think Utah is on the map. I think people just leave and they take their skills elsewhere. You know what I mean? Because how can you?
We
grow?
heard a lot of that in Emerald Cup,
Yeah.
dude. They're like, oh yeah, that's back home.
Who was our
That's
who was
where
our
my
number one
wife's
fan?
lives.
The original Resonator.
Yeah.
Shout out to the original Resonator.
Dog, dude.
Dad, I mean,
The OG of OGs right there.
Saying all that now.
no, for real though, I love watching his account, man, because he has videos that are like 45 minutes long. He's just like
Dog.
teaching you, and I was like, oh snap! So y'all freeze the buds in there, even like adding like, and then knocking off all that, and they just they call it crop to cure. That's what he calls it.
Crop to cure.
Yeah, crop to cure, but yeah, resonated, even things like that. Being more open to innovative, like people outside bringing in their like 2 cents. Because if you think about it, man, like you're on the right track. Utah's not gonna be flame to flower for a while. Like who's gonna be in charge of that? You know what I mean? Like being that forefront, like, hey man, maybe you should include flame to flower. Because if people start just being on that wave of concentrates and like disposables, I feel like people are
Just lean into
yeah,
it.
they're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
eventually it's like, what? No, dude. I
What about the
I don't
flower?
smoke flower. And we're like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah.
Well,
but
we know a
they have,
few
like,
people.
4 parts in their.
We know a few
they
people
got,
that
like, 4
only
parts in their
smoke
pocket. I'm like, you smoke
concentrates.
flower? And they're like,
Shout out you
"Nah,
guys."
It's too loud. My neighbors don't like it. So and I can take it everywhere
Gabe
with
now.
me.
And it rips.
And,
Yeah.
it rips. And now you're like,
And
someone
now
might be
you're
just
spending
hitting,
time.
and people might be just hitting a
Concentrating
on
THC
Yeah.
heavy
Pure concentrate, dude.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Pretty much. I rolled a hash hole last night.
Damn, I'm so today.
I mean,
Down, bro. I had
I'm
a
craving
That's
beautiful-
just
one.
I had a
weed
beautiful hash
mixed
hole roll
with
for you
concentrate.
last night.
So it's still
I texted you.
concentrate.
It's-
You?
Well,
Okay, not
yeah.
pure,
Yeah.
I said, hey,
not
if I
pure
come over
hash.
right
yeah.
now,
That hash
is
was
it too late?
Yeah.
You just hardened it in. Look at the next one.
semantics.
We were trying to, but I was trying to put him down and come straight out to you. But yeah, dog. Hash is the way.
But you told me that you weren't coming, so I was like, all right.
But I was like, yeah, I just leaving. I was like, damn,
What you guys are hearing right now is the hot stuff.
yeah. But man,
Yeah.
flavor.
Shit, dude.
Some flavor, some for flour. I wish right now I could have some gas. I want some gas.
I still have some of that NC-17.
What?
I'm super gassy gas.
Yeah, there's a lot of sweet and fruity out here.
Some candy, you know what I mean?
Well,
But
candy
some
was
gas.
huge out there too,
I was
bro.
getting some Skittles. Some,
It was huge.
The public likes sweet and not that like
Public likes
that
pungency,
gas. That
skunk
yeah, that
cheese.
Well, I feel like
I miss that.
mushroom garlic honey.
guys,
cheese.
do you agree with me? I feel like with cannabis taste over the past few years, it's kind of been on a pendulum swing.
Yeah.
To where maybe it's not back and forth one way, but it's like, an all ways type of way. But there's a spectrum here.
There's definitely
and
ways.
it's like goes sweet and then,
Savory.
savory.
Well, yeah, when you
and
have
then,
too much of one thing, it's
gassy, and it always goes
Yeah.
opposite one way. Maybe not complete from the same time as last time, but I feel like it's been going back and forth with like preferences of taste. And right now, that fruitiness, that sour is really like.
It's hot.
Yeah,
The hot stuff.
I've noticed a lot of like fruit carts. Like,
Well, I mean,
so
even in
many,
Emerald
and then a lot
Cup,
of
dude, a
botanical.
lot of it was fruity.
Right?
It's because
Terpenes.
it dumps, dude. It
Yeah.
produces good. Like papaya crosses do so well. They taste great. Like
Yeah, that's why everybody's crossing everything with papaya to squash it.
yeah.
Everything is crossed with papaya because they're like, what? Yield what? Boom, that's just gonna make me that much more.
And it's just
Product.
bomb, too, dude. Like I love papaya. I've had some really good papayas.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Probably my favorite hash. One of my favorite hashes that I've ever had from Heritage. Papaya.
I also think there's a time and place too to
papaya.
consume certain,
The papaya.
flavors.
Papaya.
Oh yeah.
Like I think if you're trying to consume like a full
I was
melt
eating a fucking bomb ass
cheeseburger,
hamburger with the fucking
Yeah.
papaya, dude, and
You
that
know
shit
what I
was
mean?
crazy.
That's it.
The
That's
saltiness. It's the saltiness and the oil in your mouth, and then hitting something that's super fruity that like is smoked.
I can attest to that.
Bomb, bro.
Doing the
Fucking
banana sundae
bomb.
and then eating a strawberry. Strawberry banana sundae.
I like eating
That
it
was
first
crazy.
and then hitting it.
This
Yeah,
reminds
I
me,
would-
you
both
guys
ways,
are
it
reminding
was
me
insane, dude.
of
It was insane.
back to some of my first experiences of doing submarines.
Huh?
You know, like
Drink and then smoke.
like taking a big old hit, and I would usually do this in the winter months outside, the hot chocolate or a chai latte, you know, like a warm drink. Take a big old hit, biggest I can, hold it in, drink,
Oh,
exhale,
yes.
and that flavor of the cannabis with like the chai latte or chocolate. Woo! I can imagine like a chocolate Thai with like a hot chocolate and how that would pair,
Yeah, I'm thinking of that
We're gonna be
Panama
doing this.
Red.
or like a peanut
Remember
butter.
that Panama Red, that chai Panama Red, dude.
Dude, that would
Shit
be
was crazy.
insane. Imagine that
Bomb, dude.
with a chai tea.
Yeah.
On a cold winter's day, it's snowing outside.
Yeah, dude. That shit's bomb. That shit's bomb.
Yeah, so like,
My favorite pairing right now is just like meats, dude. Like a salty meat, like a barbecue meat with hash. I love that shit, dude. I don't know what it is. I think it's.
can you tell we're hungry?
Let's get out of here, dude. Let's go roll a hash hole and eat some food.
Yeah. Just doing it.
Yeah, you guys have anything else to say?
Just man.
I love
be
you
safe.
guys for even like if
Tuning
you still
in.
listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate us for even coming
sure.
together. Like this is something I love doing, and the fact that you guys tune in and try to kick it with us means a lot. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Thank
Echo
you
that.
guys.
It's hard, as all of us know. We're super busy people. Fucking
For sure.
dads, new jobs, family life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whole bunch of new family life that reminds me.
Now that I'm thinking about it, oh snap. It's crazy.
But yeah, dude.
He's right though, man. Like, thank you guys. We
Wildness.
appreciate you for having heard from us in a minute, man. We are back in action. We're gonna bring you guys some content. We're working on some back end stuff to bring you guys.
A lot more videos coming
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
This wasn't a
Appreciate
video
lots of content.
episode, but in the future, a lot more video episodes for you guys to, you know, feel more involved in the circle with us.
Yeah.
You know, hanging with your crew, hanging with the UCC. Appreciate you guys being a part of UCC and listening in and sharing to all your friends and family. Make sure, if you guys haven't already, follow us at utah.cannabis.club on Instagram, at UT Cannabis Club on Twitter. And yeah, just any questions you have about anything cannabis or just want to, you know, have somebody to talk to, hit us up. You know, let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
You're part of the club.
Yeah.
Come on.
Welcome to the club.
Come on, UCC.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate
This
you.
is JJ.
Antōn.
Gabe.
It's your boy Sep.
UCC. What is? Peace out, y'all.
Thank you guys, man.
Deuces.
Peace. Slow weed every day. Yeah, bro.
Smoking hash,
You know.
so much hash.